Hi, my name is Eddie Tejeda, and I'm Director of Cloud.gov. We're housed within the Office of Technology Transformation Service within the GSA. In this talk, I want to give an overview of Cloud.gov. That's going to give really useful context to understand some of the work that we're doing. But then I want to focus on how we think cloud services are going to evolve in the federal government. I think given our work and some of our experiences, that this perspective might be valuable to you. First, let me start talking about our mission. Cloud.gov's mission is to make it easy for the government to access cloud services. It's a pretty straightforward mission. Cloud.gov was founded by 18F, and 18F is a digital consulting office that works with other federal agencies to help them improve the experiences of government services. And they do this by helping them build and buy technology. And part of the value that 18F brings is that they're able to work across a lot of different agencies and see problems and solutions across a lot of different offices. 18F has done a lot of great work. Some of the projects that you may have heard include USAspending.gov, which is an implementation of Data Act, which provides transparency and visibility into how the federal government is spending money. Another project that you may have heard of is the FBI Crime Explorer, which presents visualizations for the FBI's crime data. The great thing about 18F is that they follow a lot of great practices. They follow agile practices. They do a lot of user research. They use a lot of cloud native tools by default. But they found that they kept on running into the same issues over and over again when working with other federal agencies. The first part was provisioning cloud services. That process could take weeks, and it could really slow down the project. The other problem that they would run into is the ATO process. The ATO is the gold standard that allows you to launch to production using a federal government domain name. And that process could take months. So what they learned was that in the process of launching these sites over and over again, they were running into the same issues, duplicating a lot of the same work again. So they decided to bake in a lot of that repetitive work inside a platform. And that is where Cloud.gov came. So Cloud.gov is a platform as a service based on Cloud Foundry. It's built on top of GovCloud, and it bakes in a lot of security compliance directly into the platform. This means that a lot of the work that teams were doing to launch and get ready for an ATO could be baked into the platform so it doesn't have to be repeated. FedRAMP is the special sauce here. FedRAMP standardizes the security assessment process for cloud services and allows you to inherit a lot of the security work done by cloud providers. We're then able to add our own layer of compliance work that teams don't have to do themselves. For those who may not be familiar, this is a common diagram that is used to describe what platform as a service looks like. So on the left, you see traditional IT. Here, you're responsible for every aspect of your stack. You're responsible for the application, for the data, the operating system, the servers, network, storage, every component. If there are any issues with the hard drive, you have to repair yourself. The great thing about infrastructure as a service is that you don't have to worry about any of that physical hardware work. You only need to worry about the application and the runtime of your application, and maybe some middleware that talks to the operating system. Platform as a service goes a bit further. It not only eliminates the need to manage your own physical hardware, it also eliminates the need to manage a lot of low-level concerns like your operating system and patching libraries within your application. This works by introducing the developers with the concept of a build pack. What a build pack is a common framework, a common structure for your application so that a lot of the orchestration and provisioning of the different services of the operating system, of the database, can be handled automatically. So why is this important? Well, since government has a lot of security and compliance requirements, you're not only responsible for the technology at every single one of these levels, you're also responsible for describing and documenting the governance plan for every single one of these components. And for many applications, a lot of those lower level components are identical, so you're duplicating work that doesn't even need to happen. Cloud.gov has had a lot of success. It's branched out from just working with 18F projects, and now agencies from across the federal government are able to access and use these services. So right now we have over 50 ATO systems running across 30 different agencies. So it's turned out to be very successful. And here are some of the agencies that are using Cloud.gov. So what are the benefits? Well, Cloud.gov accelerates the ATO process to allow teams to move to production quicker. We provide a consistent developer experience across projects. So if you've worked on one Cloud.gov project in one agency, you're able to transfer those skills on a project on another agency. And small businesses love building on this platform because this is not where a lot of businesses want to compete. Security and compliance is not the value that many small businesses feel they offer. They often offer higher level services, and security and compliance is just one of the things that they just have to do. In many ways, it provides a barrier to entry. So simplifying this and providing a consistent experience allows many more businesses to work with the federal government. So everything we do is completely open source, and you can go to Cloud.gov to learn more about the project. You can also go to github.com/cloud-gov, and here you can follow along with all of our source code. You can see the issues, you can see the pull requests, you can see all of our documentation and processes completely in the open.